How to fix Hogwarts Legacy stuttering in full-screen mode. RX 9060 XT windowed borderless workaround. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we're diving deep into a prevalent issue plaguing many Hogwarts Legacy players, especially those equipped with powerful AMD RX 9060 XT graphics cards: persistent stuttering in full-screen mode. Despite excellent reported frame rates, this phenomenon, often described as feeling like 30 frames per second when the counter shows 100 plus, points towards a complex interaction between the game engine, display drivers, and Windows full-screen optimizations. Our comprehensive guide will not only detail the highly effective windowed borderless workaround, but also provide a plethora of advanced technical solutions to restore smooth, immersive gameplay. This deep dive aims to resolve those frustrating micro-stutters and ensure your journey through the wizarding world is as magical as intended, free from distracting performance hitches. Here's how to diagnose and rectify these performance anomalies. Implement the windowed borderless workaround. Begin by setting Hogwarts Legacy to windowed mode within its in-game display settings. Once in windowed mode, manually resize the game window by dragging its corners until it fills your entire screen, mimicking a full-screen experience. This initial step often bypasses full-screen optimization conflicts, providing immediate relief from stuttering. Auto-hide the taskbar for a true full-screen feel. After manually resizing the window, navigate to your Windows taskbar settings and enable the Automatically Hide the Taskbar in Desktop Mode option. This will conceal the taskbar, allowing the resized windowed game to appear as a seamless, borderless full-screen experience, completing the core workaround solution. Perform a clean GPU driver installation using DDU. A prevalent cause of display conflicts is corrupt or improperly installed graphics drivers. Utilize Display Driver Uninstaller (DDU) in Windows Safe Mode to completely remove all traces of your current AMD drivers before installing a fresh set. This meticulous cleaning process eliminates potential software conflicts. Install the latest stable AMD Adrenalin driver. Following the DDU process, download and install the absolute latest stable version of the AMD Adrenalin drivers directly from AMD's official website. These drivers often include performance optimizations and bug fixes specific to recent game titles like Hogwarts Legacy. Revert to a previously stable AMD Adrenalin driver. If the latest drivers introduce new issues or fail to resolve the stuttering, consider reverting to a previous, known stable version of the AMD Adrenalin software. Driver updates sometimes introduce regressions, and an older, reliable build might offer superior stability for your specific hardware and game combination. Disable Windows full-screen optimizations for the game. Locate the Hogwarts Legacy executable file, right-click it, go to Properties, then the Compatibility tab, and check the Disable Full-Screen Optimizations box. This instructs Windows to handle the game's full-screen mode differently, potentially resolving conflicts with the driver's display pipeline. Run Hogwarts Legacy as administrator. Running the game executable with administrator privileges can resolve certain permission-related performance bottlenecks or access issues that might cause stuttering. This ensures the game has full system access to critical resources without interference. Toggle in-game VSync and frame limiter settings. Experiment with the in-game VSync, vertical synchronization, settings, trying both on and off to see which state eliminates the stuttering. Also, Test applying a frame rate limit slightly below your monitor's refresh rate if VSync doesn't fully resolve the issue, as this can improve frame pacing. Optimize AMD Adrenalin software global settings. Within the AMD Adrenalin control panel, review and adjust global graphics settings such as Radeon Chill, Enhanced Sync, and Anti-lag. Disabling or carefully configuring these features can sometimes alleviate unexpected frame pacing issues that manifest as stuttering in certain game engines. Verify integrity of game files. This process scans for and repairs any corrupted or missing game files that could be contributing to performance issues or instability. Adjust specific in-game graphics settings. Systematically lower demanding graphics options within Hogwarts Legacy, focusing on settings like shadow quality, volumetric fog, ray tracing, and texture quality. High settings in these areas, even on powerful hardware, can sometimes induce micro-stutters if VRAM or rendering pipelines are consistently saturated. Monitor CPU and GPU temperatures and clock speeds. Utilize monitoring software like HW Monitor or MSI Afterburner to keep a close eye on your CPU and GPU temperatures and clock speeds during gameplay. Thermal throttling, where components reduce their speed to prevent overheating, can cause significant and intermittent stuttering. Ensure adequate cooling is present. Update your Windows operating system. Ensure your Windows OS is fully up to date with the latest feature releases and security patches. Microsoft frequently releases performance improvements and bug fixes that can positively impact game compatibility and overall system stability, indirectly resolving stuttering issues. Disable unnecessary background applications. Before launching Hogwarts Legacy, use the Task Manager to close any non-essential background applications, especially those that consume significant CPU, GPU, or RAM resources. This frees up system resources, ensuring the game has maximum allocation for optimal performance. Set your Windows Power plan to high performance. Navigate to Windows Power options and select the High Performance Power plan. This prevents the CPU and other components from downclocking to save power, ensuring they consistently operate at their maximum potential, which is crucial for demanding games. Manage AMD shader cache setting. Within the AMD Adrenalin software, locate the shader cache setting and experiment with different options, e.g., AMD optimized, enabled, disabled. Shader cache management directly impacts how the GPU processes in-game textures and effects, and an optimized setting can reduce stuttering. Reinstall DirectX and Visual C++ runtimes. Corrupted or outdated DirectX and Visual C++ redistributable packages can lead to game instability. Download and reinstall the latest versions from Microsoft's official website. These fundamental software components are vital for many games to function correctly. Monitor in-game performance with an overlay. Use tools like MSI Afterburner with its RevaTuner Statistics Server, ART-SS, overlay to display real-time FPS, frame time, GPU usage, and CPU usage. Analyzing these metrics during stuttering events can help pinpoint the exact bottleneck or fluctuating resource causing the issue. Disable Windows Game Bar and Game Mode. Windows' built-in Game Bar and Game Mode features, while intended to optimize gaming, can sometimes introduce conflicts or performance overhead. Try disabling both of these features in your Windows settings to see if they are contributing to the stuttering. Consider the before state and our goal. The initial state of stuttering in Hogwarts Legacy, especially with an RX 9060 XT in Fullscreen, represents a frustrating performance anomaly. Despite high FPS, the visible micro-stutters and inconsistent frame pacing, possibly indicated by a fictional Performance Anomaly Alert (HL) stutter 0x0f0f, severely detract from the experience. Our goal is to transform this into perfectly fluid gameplay. By systematically applying these deep-dive technical solutions, particularly leveraging the potent windowed borderless workaround and comprehensive driver management, your Hogwarts Legacy experience on an RX 9060 XT should transition from a frustrating stutterfest to a buttery smooth, immersive adventure, achieving the ideal after state of flawless performance. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more expert technical guides and troubleshooting solutions.